Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Here we are, me looking much like a vampire lord, even though I'm not a werewolf. But what we're going to do today is we're going to go for the Locket of Saint Jiub. I know as I go through these, I'm doing each kind of little things. Usually I do armor. Today is going to be the locket. So I fill the vessel. And now I have to speak to Serana. Let her put some blood in. Then I'm going to go get myself burnt.
Of course. What is it? I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost. Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before we really knew very much. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then? Alright. Here goes.
Okay, we're going to let her go ahead and open the portal. To get to Saint Jiub, you have to go through all this. Basically, you have to go through the Soul Cairn, because that's where all the pages of his locket are. So you get two things, the Opus and the locket. Those are the things, the reward you get. So that's what we're going to do first. So this part of going into the Soul Cairn is just going to be about that. Oh, I'm burnt, I'm burnt, I'm burnt, I'm back.
Are you alright? That was painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is, well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment. There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy me. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but you might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I don't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anyone. But now, are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened in the soul. I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'll never do anything that would hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more time now. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
That's when Serana got my heart right in this time, man. Talking to her, going back and forth. It's like, oh, when I first played. First mod I ever downloaded, though, was Mary Serana. It was very funny. She's actually a horrible wife, too. She doesn't want to cook. It's hilarious. Anyway, we're here for the Locket of Saint Jiub. And it's good to know that now, because what we're going to do, and what's funny is she said, going through the Locket of Saint Jiub, we're actually going to find the other one. There is one thing about the locket of getting through it, and you can do it a couple different ways. The very first one is right here up close. But the one thing you need to understand about the Soul Cairn is that you can, I can shoot through one of these things up here. You can shoot one like that and put it out, and that will help open the door. Or you can also, I'll show you both methods. You can use flames or any destruction spell. Do the same thing. It dropped the bars on there. So when we drop those bars, we come inside, and right away we see page number 8 of Jiub's Opus. And what I'm doing is I'm finding the the pages before I ever talked to him. So it's really up to how you want to do it. If you want to talk to him and then run around, just remember that this is on this side of the wall. There's 4 on this side of the wall, if I'm not mistaken, because that's the first one. Yeah, there's 4 on this side of the wall. I'm fairly certain. Of course, I'm going to have to kill a few things. I'm not picking up their crap. I'm just in here for the important stuff. There's page 6.
Where'd you come from?
I'll carry those along. Size freaking 3 weight. Jewel of the Mammoth. Not a bad trade. And then this one, those are the 2 building ones, and this one is close to the wall. So you just have to skirt the wall. And you notice there's an entrance right there. You always want to center yourself on the entrance. And let you, that gap in the wall, it's the only gap in the wall. So it gives you a good sense of where you're at. So we come up here and we get the next one, which is right there. This is page 1. Okay, and now we're headed for the 4th page on this side of the wall. And the same thing you got to do is follow down here past the entrance to the other side. So you got 2 sides of the Soul Cairn. Just in case some people have a hard time navigating it, there's no map. You just kind of have to know. But this is the entryway between the 2 sides, and Serana's mother is right up there. But we're going to go get this other page first. There's a total of 10 pages you have to get. So that's what we're going around doing. And yes, I do open the chest, especially if I don't have to unlock them. It's a little quicker. This guy right here. Now the one thing when getting these, there should be gems for the Reaper that will appear. If the gems for the Reaper don't come up, you just don't get them. So it's a one-off if you get the Reaper or not. And the Reaper, if you didn't know, is a boss fight, but it's a pretty cheesy boss fight. He's not very difficult to beat at all. But don't take Serana in with you to fight the Reaper if you ever do, because she kind of gets quirky. She attacked me last time I was there. I might have hit her, but I'm not for sure. And up here is the next page, page 3. And also, don't worry about her taking your soul, or part of your soul, because the one of the Soul Cairn spots we have to, or one of the spots we have to get the page, your soul is right in that chest, and I'll show you that here in a second. So, like I said, this is a collector's edition. We're just here in this episode. We're just here to get the pages in Saint Jiub's Opus and the Locket of Saint Jiub at the same time in one quick setting. So I think it's pretty quick. And now we are going to go around the map clockwise, or counterclockwise, sorry about that. We're going to go counterclockwise around the map to get the other pages. Now one should be right here on the top of this. There's page 10. Ignore that guy. Some people don't like the Soul Cairn and like to stay here as little as possible. Actually, I think it's cool. But then again, I've darkened the skies in my game of Skyrim and made it darker at night, so I really like the haunted, kind of creepy feel of the Soul Cairn, so imagine that. I enjoy Halloween, but I don't dress up for it. I did when my kids were at home we used to go out and do trick or treating, but and now with my grandkids, we're not a big fan of dressing up. But I do like the holiday and the season. Coming around here, I'm trying to avoid. There's the one of the guys we're gonna have to fight later is up in there, so I'm avoiding him. Going to this back area this way. This is gonna get us close to Saint Jiub, but not right to him. We should see him wandering around, but we're not gonna get right to him. That's actually a book that I'm going to get, but I'm going to get those tomorrow. Today is just getting the pages for Saint Jiub. There it is right there. You come around behind that guy you're going to have to keep her. You're going to have to fight. And I come back here to this place right here. And there it is, page 5. But you do take damage from somebody shooting me. I don't know who it is. Oh, there he is. This Ron's out here backing us up. But we're going this way. I just find it easier to go counterclockwise around the map. We will get Arvak as well, so basically each day I'll do a different thing. Right now I've actually avoided Arvak. Like I said, I'm going counterclockwise around the map. And now you can always center yourself on that center 2 spire lights going up in the air. That's the center piece. So as long as you remember that's the best way to navigate, in my opinion. Everybody does it their own way. You can use divination, but I don't think it works as well down here. I found that my memory works better than using divination or anything like that. That's another one that we're going to get that book tomorrow, but that's we'll talk about that tomorrow. We got another page there. We'll come around here. There's another keeper up there, but we don't have to actually engage with him. We'll go into the back side of the castle over here. I just take wide bursts so it gets me closer to what I'm looking for versus trying to grab every single thing and fight every single thing. Because I'm a collector, it's going to irritate Serrani. She might glitch because of this. I've actually had to nudge her towards her mom when I don't go directly and talk to her mom. She gets kind of agitated when I do this because it's part of the quest line, or it's not part of the quest line what I'm doing right now. So that will agitate her. She may walk away while I'm doing this. But that's okay, I can always get her back. And the key thing is just show you guys the pages right now. But it depends on how quick you get it done. Because right now I'm out, I should be about 7 pages, I think. Yeah, I've got 1, 10, 3, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 2 more. And Both those are pretty quick. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty quick video. Just because it's not, if you know where they're at, it's not a challenge. If you don't know where they're at, it becomes a challenge. But I've done this literally so many times. It's, in fact, as you already saw, 2 of the books that I'll talk about tomorrow, I've already went past them. So just like Saint Jiub, the only thing is to get the final book, and then we're good. But I do this pretty quick, so we should be good to go. But this is going to be a very short video, just because, like I said, I'm just going and doing it right here. Actually, I need to go to the one up here, I think. Nope, that's her mother right there. So I do need to go this way. Yeah, this is the one right here. And this one's kind of funky because it looks like it's a, what you call it, and the page is actually right here at the bottom of the chest underneath the fog. So it's really hard to see. So it's not like the other ones that are just sitting out. So we get those. Don't need a steel warhammer or a dagger. And we are good to go right here. And now the last one we're going to get, this is the same one that's going to have your, soul, your semi-trap soul is going to be the next one. And that's the final page you need. And then we'll go and talk to Saint Jiub, and then we will get rewarded with his Opus, which is his first book. And we'll get the Locket of Saint Jiub, which is great for here because it gives you a 50 bonus for carrying things. So when you get overloaded here in the Soul Cairn, it really makes sense to just go ahead and have it. Now this is the final building. This is, oh crap, stop. I'll be right back. I've got to go through and do it again. It kicked me out, and then now I'm doing it again. Okay, hold on one second. It's probably why I remember these locations so often that I get kicked out and I have to redo everything I just did. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've just saved over my spot of having all this stones almost done down to the last, or the little pages down, almost done. So I'm down to the last one. I don't know if it's a glitch in the area. I think it was just the game. Sometimes will do that. Like I was saying earlier, I think the reason I have these down to memory is that I've done some of these quests so many times. But it's good exercise. Even when it kicks me out, it's like, okay, yeah, copy that, got it, Skyrim, cool. Some people get really agitated by that. Me, not so much. It's part of the game, you know. And honestly, for when the game was made, I really don't mind. I'd see a lot of other games come out nowadays, man. I think they last 3 months tops. I think people aren't as kind of enthused about playing long-lasting games. It's kind of like quick, hit it and move. More of a hit it, stay there, hit it some more. Continue to hit it continuously over and over again. I know, crazy as anything. Looking around in here. This one you have to work your way around. Come back here, Wrathman. Come back here, Wrathman, so Serana can shoot you. Because she just did. Danger Heart hanging out here. There you go. Like a Danger Heart. There you go. Down here. Back here. Around to the end. On the very end, there's going to be a jump spot. And we jump into it. Disappear. Up to the roof. Okay, now the whole time you're up here, you're going to be taking damage because it will start shooting you. I'm not getting it right now, but inside, that's your essence that takes you back to full. And then you come around here to this side, and they make it really hard to see. There it is. Page 9 is right there. So they make it very hard. So I'm taking damage the whole time I'm doing this. But then you can jump off the building at that point. If you have enough points. Don't do that if you're not. That's not for the timid. That's only for if you want to. Now, if you ever want to just like open up the Soul Cairn and leave it open, all you have to do, I did this with my first character that I like being down here in the Soul Cairn. So I did it with the character then, but I took and basically did that. I came down here, did not rescue Valerica. I just left her here, and I got rid of Scott Serrano as a follower, and so it was just left open. Okay, so now we're going to go and turn into Saint Jiub. Jib, I think is how you pronounce it. I always say Jiub, but I think it might be Jib. So we'll run over to find him, and then we will be able to start the conversation, which is kind of winding, but then again, it finishes out like right as soon as you do it. It's okay, start the conversation, get through it, copy that, DACA, ready to go, bam, and you're done. So we run over here to find Saint Jiub, and the Reaper. He is a boss fight that's out here. You only get him if you get the, it's like these stones that you need to do to open him up when you go inside the Reaper throne, and you can fight him, and then you get I think it's 3 Black Soul Gems and 3 Danger Hearts or something like that. It's not really a unique reward, and it's just kind of, he's not really that tough of a fight either. I mean, he's okay. It depends on your level. One time I took Serrana, and that's the worst time because she freaked out and then started attacking me. So we got a few days of the Soul Cairn here because Saint Jiub is just one of the items here. So Saint Jiub.
How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these weird nonsense? What I mean, indeed. If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Okay, that completes the question. You go, here's all your pages.
I never thought I'd see these again. These pages meant the world to me. Thank you. Now round two begins, mothers. Here, I wanted to have these before you go. A pristine copy of my first poem, only one in print action. This is one. Seeing as Saint Jiub had descended to your spiritual form, I will read it any longer.
Okay, there's all the pages removed. And then I get Saint Jiub's Opus added and the Locket of Saint Jiub added. So now that I got those are what it was. So we go over here, we'll take a look real quick. Under your books, you're going to see Saint Jiub's Opus, or Opus of Saint Jiub. Oh, there it is. Saint Jiub's Opus, and it's just his book. Talk about everything he's done and everything like that. Not a very long book. There you go. So St. Jiub's Opus, and then under apparel is the most important one, is the Locket of Saint Jiub. Locket of Saint Jiub right there. Actually, I didn't mean to equip it, but that's the Locket of Saint Jiub. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back again and see you tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Out here. Bye.